What you saw there was German Chancellor Angela Merkel throwing the German flag off stage during a past electoral celebration. Now, this is a great allegory for how she has thrown away the German people in favor of mass migration. In fact, it was just 2015 when she let out the call for all Syrians seeking asylum to come to Germany, effectively putting mass migration of the third world into high gear. But now, on to more current and semi-breaking news. Miss Merkel says she will not be seeking re-election as German Chancellor in 2021. And this is good news, albeit 3 years away. But I would argue the chances she remains serving as Chancellor for the next 3 years are quite low. Now, make sure to keep in mind that she struggled to form a government in 2017 for over 4 months after her electoral victory, if you want to call it that. And in fact, she has already announced that she plans to step down as her party's leader far more immediately than that, but simultaneously plans to remain serving as Chancellor. This is nearly unheard of in modern politics. The party leader is nearly always the president or chancellor once the party is elected into office. I would be willing to wager party members are going to be lining up to get her out the door as quickly as possible in order to make room for new blood. But why has Merkel lost the support of her party and much of the German population at large? Well, quite simple. 2 recent big elections. The first in Bavaria, Germany, where her ruling coalition lost roughly 10 points. And as you can see here, the populist anti-migration party of the Alternative for Deutschland gained about the same 10 points. And nearly an identical story played out just this week in Hesse, Germany, where again her coalition lost roughly 10 points, and again the AfD party gained about 10 points. To put it quite frankly, her biggest political opposition has managed to come from relative obscurity just several years ago to now polling as the second largest party in Germany, running almost exclusively against Angela Merkel's migration policy. It was just this past August when Merkel suffered another major political blow. Thousands of protesters came out in the city of Trent, Germany, in opposition to mass migration after a German-Cuban man was stabbed to death by 2 migrants, one from Syria, one from Iraq. Merkel, of course, condemned these demonstrations as vigilantism, but at the same time, the German courts have already ordered one of these migrants released from jail. I simply can't imagine why the German people have had enough of this enrichment. But to make things even worse, German press has begun advocating for the AfD party to be spied upon, calling them terrorists and thugs. And for the German government's part, they have already begun debating on placing the AfD under surveillance by German intelligence. To put it simply, a German man was murdered. People protested, and now the government and the mainstream media are using this as an opportunity to place the anti-migration AfD party under politically motivated surveillance. Now, to make things worse yet again, last month a similar attack happened. 2 Afghan refugees were accused of murdering a German man after a fight broke out, and the German man was sent to the hospital where he later died. The official story is the German man's death is not directly linked to this fight, even though he was sent to the hospital and later died of his injuries. But this, of course, caused the German press and the German government to fear yet another AfD party protest. Now, we don't know where the spying is going to go, but what we do know is that Angela Merkel is now on her way out. Although 2021 is far away and a bit of a dream at the moment. Please let me know in the comments below if you expect Merkel to last that long as Chancellor. I personally do not. Or maybe you expect her to change her mind and run yet again in 2021. Please let me know. And as always, big shout out to my Patreon supporters. I appreciate everything you do for me. And until next time, guys, peace out.